My name is Earle, and this is my wife, Sharon. Primerica has really brought us a fantastic life, allowed us to be free, and have financial security at the same time. I grew up in a middle-class family. You know, I didn't graduate with honors. I didn't graduate cum laude. I really graduated thank you laude. Just glad to be out, and because of that, I guess I didn't pursue college. So I ended up leaving high school and going out and getting a job in a manufacturing plant and going to work. You're just living from paycheck to paycheck. And the sad thing is, if you're not careful, you would get it to a point where you think that's just the way life is. And that's the way we're gonna live for the next 30 or 40 years. I saw the plant have a layoff, and I saw people's lives destroyed, and that scared me because if it could happen to them, it could happen to me. So I made a decision then that I had to have something that I could be doing on my own to bring income in. So if I did lose my job, that I wouldn't be devastated. Went out and found Primerica. A friend of mine who I respected told me about the company. Here I was being exposed to all these new concepts. And it just made sense. It made just common sense to me that buy term and invest the difference was the best way for middle America to protect their family, and investing money in mutual funds and things like that made a lot more sense than just putting your money in the bank. I immediately jumped in, got my license, and began to go out and tell everybody about this wonderful news that I have learned in Primerica. Lo and behold, my first month in the business, I made more money part-time than I made full-time. So if I'm making more money part-time than I'm making full-time, then it just makes sense to me to do away with the full-time and then just do the part-time. I mean, at least you have more fun. And here I was beginning to make $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month, and that changed my life totally. I thought that all my dreams, I thought, man, this is it, you know. All my dreams are gonna come true. This is what I've been looking for all my life. When you think about the success that this company has had, you have to look at how many lives has it changed, how many people in this company today have become financially independent because of Primerica. And I don't think I'm any different than anybody else that spent time riding through neighborhoods and looking at nice homes. You never imagined that you could live in one of them. You're really sitting there saying, how can people afford this? You know, how can they do this? And it's just awesome when your day comes.
We have a very unique situation, whereas I maintain my career in education, and Ivan is the financial services. So I'm the brains of the operation, and he manages the money.
When I began to develop other people that made $100,000 a year, it's when you really start to understand the business and understand that you never have to go back. What Primerica taught me is how to duplicate myself so that I wasn't 100% dependent upon myself for income. By recruiting and building and helping other people learn this business and get better at it, that I was duplicating my efforts. And that's the power to success in Primerica, which begins to make you realize that the real key to life is not about you. It's about if you help other people get what they want, then within that, you end up getting what you want. And that's how we end up in this place we are today, called security, freedom, and having a great life that we can live. The thing that I enjoy about boating is peace, quiet, quality time with my family, you know, my boys. Sometimes Sharon and I dot out and spend a nice afternoon on the lake, just the two of us.
And I remember going to the plant every day, and the plant was on a road that people used to come to this lake. And I used to be sitting in the plant seeing people pass by carrying their boats and going to the lake, and I always used to ask myself, how? You know, how can they do that? I didn't know that that could happen to people like me. So, you know, one of the things that I try to do every day is to let people know that, you know, I can be the poster child for Primerica, because it can happen to people like me. You know, it's just awesome to be out here in the middle of the day when there's nobody, and then you can really appreciate the fact that Primerica allows you the opportunity to be free. And if you come to work here and build a business and work hard for 5 to 7 years, then you got a chance to be free and be financially independent at the same time.
One of the things that Primerica has done is instilled in me that you can be successful in anything as long as you're willing to work hard and put in the time that it's going to take to be successful, you can win. Coming from the plant and coming from that position of no hope, and then coming into Primerica and getting exposed to all hope, it's a wonderful thing to just know that you have the opportunity to make the change if you really want to do it bad enough. It's just a dream to be able to live like this. It's just something that you never think is going to happen to you, and only by the grace of God and by a company called Primerica do dreams like this come true.